going?
What do you guys think?
Feeling pretty classy. I got a chair. You got a chair. We got these cool new mics.
Got a Celsius? Very classy.
I have a nice glass of water.
Water?
Yeah, no. It's lame, man.
What?
It's late.
Who am I talking to here?
It's late and it's Wednesday.
Is it a... What day is this?
October?
You don't go out looking for a job like that on a Wednesday, do you? Before we get into this, Mitch, a toast to Ozzy.
Ozzy.
Yes. The man.
Long live the Prince of Darkness.
Yes. Absolutely. All right.
He'd be so bummed that I'm drinking water.
Yeah, he wouldn't like that at all.
But you know what? You know what? I'm making healthy choices for me.
That's good, dude. That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
What
What do you guys think of our new microphones? They're
You
pretty
like
cool,
that?
right?
Yeah.
If you're listening, does it sound
This is
better?
this is our new post Warped Tour 2007 setup.
We've
Lounging
elevated.
a little more. Speaking of which, I hope you guys all enjoyed those Warped Tour videos that we posted. I'm enjoying them myself.
I am holding on to the edge of my seat watching every video because I don't know what I did or said at that time.
You said some pretty funny stuff so far that I've seen.
Yeah.
I actually did remember a few more stories that I just wanted to get out there real quick beforehand.
Cool. Can't wait.
Yeah. It's just these have nothing to do with you.
Oh my god.
Yeah, isn't that great?
I didn't think that could happen.
Yeah. So first off, on a day off, we all went to the movies, and you guys all saw Transformers, and Chris and I decided to see separately Harry Potter, whichever one came out in 2007, and you guys made fun of us for seeing Harry Potter instead. Yeah, so you're a dick. But
In retrospect, Transformers, way better franchise.
Is that so?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think it's definitely held up longer. It's got more cultural significance.
Absolutely, it has. Yeah, 100%.
The cars are also robots. You don't get it. Never mind.
Is that one scene with Bernie Mac, though, might beat the entire Harry Potter series, though?
I don't remember any scene with Bernie Mac and
Bust your
Transformers.
head, bitch.
I don't remember that. I don't think I've seen Transformers since Warped Tour.
I've only seen this one.
All right.
Clip. Two. So I think if everybody remembers, we spoke a lot about not being able to shower regularly. We had this fantastic idea to buy portable showers that you would fill up with water.
That was this year.
Yeah, it was 07.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's called a sun shower. It's like
Yeah.
a camping thing where you fill up a bag with water and you leave it out in the sun so it warms up. And then at the end of the day, you shower with warm water.
Yeah.
And I think the very first time we filled it up and we set it on top of the van, we forgot about it and we drove away.
I think we may have used them once, but yeah.
And we drove, getting on the on-ramp, we saw it fly off the car. And it was like, oh, there goes that thing. I guess we'll never try buying another one.
We literally just didn't buy another one.
Yeah, it's cursed.
It's ridiculous. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I thought this was a notable story. Not that I'm trying to talk shit on everyone. Maybe that'll give us some notoriety. Who knows? But I definitely remember at the two things about Nick 13. If you remember, it was the last day on Warp that he wouldn't walk to stage. He would get driven in like a town car.
Yeah, like a little golf cart.
No, it was like a car.
Oh, it was like a full-blown car.
Yeah.
Through
You're
the
like,
whole
dude, it's like
backstage.
it's like right there. Like, just
Yeah.
go walk over there.
Save up the energy.
He's not even the biggest band on the tour, but I mean, all right, for sure, whatever you gotta do. But I remember at the barbecue one night, somebody from Hellcat Records was like helping out the barbecue band, and somehow we got into talking about how much we love Nick 13 and Tiger Army, and she was like, he's not very nice. Yeah, kind of like a Danzig thing, you know.
Yeah, it's like I respect him. He sounds really good. I like the music he makes, but like, I'm not gonna hang out with him.
I haven't heard great things about Danzig or Nick 13, but I love them both, and
Yeah,
I listen to their music.
they're not invited to my birthday party, but like,
Please keep making.
Yeah.
Please keep playing.
I'll
Yeah.
keep buying your music.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so that's my three stories I left out of the bonus one. Would have had I remembered those at the time, would have helped you give a little more buffer zone in between that, because that was
Yeah, I've received a lot of feedback from that episode. I was like, wow, AJ really just remembers shit that's embarrassing for you.
well, those were it was just weird that your stories were the only one that like piled up on stuff that I couldn't place in a chronological order. if that makes sense. Like,
Yeah,
there was
yeah.
plenty of stories about everyone, but just for whatever reason, the ones that I
That's
couldn't.
fair. They were just floating around somewhere in Warp Tour.
Yeah, they just happened to be about you and somebody having a crush on Chris. But anyways, so geez, since I last filmed, I just got back from a very long 2-month tour. I'm about to leave again, but I saw James on the tour, our old guitar player.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah, went to
nice.
New York, and we met up. We had dinner. You will be shocked to find out that he came in a collared shirt.
What?
All of our listeners, yeah, like I couldn't believe it. I mean, I get it. Nothing says beat the New York heat like extra fabric around your neck. So makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
Hi, James. It was
Aren't
good to
you
see him
glad
again.
you bought him dinner? I'm assuming you paid for dinner.
No, I fucking did it this time.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you like sneak away and like?
No,
get
he went to
way-
the bathroom and I went and ran and gave him the card.
Wow.
Because he pulled that on me like every time I play there. So
That's
like,
a
I'm
big
fucking
dick
doing it
move.
this time. Yeah. God damn right. Finally. So just, as I was coming back from tour, Brian Sumwalt, that has been my drummer in Save Ferris for the last year, he had this pretty funny saying about going on tour. It's like, all right, you're really excited to go, and then the entire 6 weeks, 2 months, whatever, your brain's just going, ah, for 2 months, and then when you're done, you're like, it's actually pretty cool. I could do that again.
I think it was fun.
Yeah. But so we just finished our first tour on the podcast. How are you feeling about everything at this point?
I think we came
Coming
back.
back.
We came back, and I felt invincible. Like I thought,
Yeah.
I was like, we've made it. Like it is happening for us now.
Yeah.
I had to come back and go back to college, and I was just like, but why? Why am I even doing this? This is dumb. I'm about to be a rock star.
Yeah.
We're right on the brink, and so I remember coming back and thinking like shows started to feel beneath us at some points too. We're just like
almost right
really,
away.
we're gonna play this place? Like we just got off Warp Tour.
Yeah. That's pretty much how I felt. Just, I'm going to have to, this is going to definitely come up in the next 2 episodes, but like, so bands don't just start touring on Warped Tour. Like that's,
It's insane.
it's
It
insane.
doesn't happen to anybody.
It's insane. The fact that we sold over $20,000 of merch in our first tour is also insane. That does not happen. Majority of bands' first tours is a negative endeavor at best.
We just literally could not afford for that to be the case.
Yeah.
We wouldn't have been able to go to the next show.
Yeah. But like, no, most of the time it's like, all right, the band has to like just keep fronting because you don't sell that much.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. We almost got signed by Pepper. We got opened for Pepper. Pennywise and Pepper were both shouting us out main stage the whole time. Like we made friends.
Yeah, almost
it was just
daily.
like, it was crazy. It was a crazy thing. And we actually came back with over $2,000, which is that's also insane. I remember we didn't know what to do with it at first. We actually ended up just paying for our rehearsal studio for a bunch of months, and I think paying for gas to our shows, which I don't know if that was the best use of the money, but it felt really cool to us.
We would have had a lot more had we not had to get the U-Haul for the last
I think
chunk.
we probably would have came back with over 5, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is a bummer.
Yeah.
But, shit happens. I do feel kind of weird. We were just talking about this beforehand, squeezing. This is really an end of an era episode again. And I feel weird squeezing it all into one episode. There's like 10 shows in one episode here. But that's kind of how it is. Like we did 18 episodes on the last 2 months, and now we're doing 1 episodes on these next 2 months.
Yeah, you're welcome. We're escalating timelines.
This is September and October 2007. Right after the tour, I pretty much just went to San Diego for like 2 weeks, spent time with my girlfriend. What were you doing? You just went back to college?
Yeah, I think I went right back to school, got
Yeah.
settled back in. I believe at this point, living in the fraternity house.
Yeah, I believe
And yeah, just I signed up for all my classes and stuff that I wasn't going to go to.
so. Yeah.
That's about it.
Yeah. So what am I missing here? Nothing. I think pretty much got that. So our first show back, I remember, was we had 2 back-to-backs, September 9th and September 10th. Most of these we had actually already booked before we left for Warped Tour, so we had booked them way in advance. This was kind of like our homecoming show. And also in the 2 weeks, though, Josh had started school at UCLA.
Had transferred from the local community college,
Yes.
got into UCLA, which was like his dream school.
Yeah, but he had buzzed his head and took out all of his piercings like in the 2 weeks, and none of us were happy about that.
If you've seen the videos from Warped Tour, you saw what Josh was looking like at the end. Grizzly with long hair, facial
Yeah.
piercings, like he was locked in.
Yeah.
Metal guitarist. And then one day just came back and just like clean cut. And I was like,
Yeah.
what happened, man?
No way, you just trying to fit in up there, Josh? What the hell, though?
I get wanting to make a change. I've recently buzzed my head.
Yeah.
It was blue, actually, in between the last
right,
episode
right.
we recorded and this one. I do lots of cool stuff. I lead a rich and fulfilled life.
You do. Oh, I go golfing on Sundays. What else happened? Oh, actually, you know what? Leading up to the show, Sean was very seriously considering quitting college. The whole time we were talking about getting a place together, he was going to quit, and we were just going to go all in. You know, we almost went on that tour with Fathom right afterwards as well. Hey, Hollywood, turn your fucking phone off.
I am, man. That's what I'm currently doing. I would have gotten away with it, too, if you hadn't said shit. Nobody would have known.
It's me, myself, and Irene Line. I couldn't help myself. So we played at Susie's in Hermosa. It's not there anymore. It's a very famous place. A lot of punk shows went through there. Avenged Sevenfold went there on a
Which
tour.
is insane if you've ever seen the place, because it's tiny.
Could not be small. We barely even fit on this. You know what? This show, you played on the ground,
I stood
actually.
on the ground.
Yeah.
Drums
Yeah.
took up the large majority of the stage.
Yeah. It's really small. I remember our freshman year in high school, Pennywise made a surprise guest at a punk show there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah. Like it was a legendary place. There is footage of the show. It's very degraded, but I'm going to put it on our YouTube anyways because that's what we do.
Because we try to get eyes on content so
Yeah.
we can monetize and we can buy new leather chairs.
It doesn't matter if we sound good, but
Yeah, it's all about the chairs.
Yeah.
And the microphone.
first we get the khakis, then we get the chicks. So that was our first show back. Lot of people there. It was really fun. It was great to see everyone. Byron from Pennywise came.
Yeah, I thought that was. I remember seeing him mid-set and being like, "Oh fuck!" Like,
Oh, yeah.
like I knew, we were like, you know,
We've been hanging out with them all summer.
yeah, we'd been like hanging out canoodling the whole summer, but you know, part of you thinks that like you get back and it's just gonna like okay, that was tour.
Yeah,
now
yeah.
we're back to our normal lives. We're like, you go this way, I go this way.
Yeah.
So it was cool seeing him there.
Yeah, that was really cool. So that was our first show back. It was a hit, but again, like you said, like we're playing to like 1,000 people a day, and now we're playing at what?
Max capacity, like
Yeah,
40
whatever that
place,
is.
45
Yeah.
people.
Yeah. And then the very next night, we played at a place called the Aura Nightclub up in Studio City. It was, yeah, I know. It was the same promoter that was booking us at Saddle Ranch.
For our like residency deal.
Yeah, they gave him, well, for anybody who doesn't remember from the last episodes, for the last 2 years leading up to Warped Tour, we had been playing at Saddle Ranch on the Universal City Walk very regularly. The promoter got a new club assigned to him, and he asked us to play. So this is like back-to-back nights. It was not good at
no.
all. Yeah, it just Saddle Ranch has that built-in crowd or whatever.
Okay.
Even if we didn't bring people, this did not go well, and we could not lock down Chris to pack up. So you and I packed up everything,
Oh, nice.
and we forgot like half of his drums.
Because we're not the drummers.
No. So we had to like ask one of the other bands for like a lot of
Yeah.
his drums.
Hey,
and
do
it
you have
just
like
felt-
what's the big one that goes on the ground? You kick
They
it.
give cymbals and this, snare stand, and if you want to throw in some sticks there, it'd
Yeah,
be
and
sick.
I'm sure it was our fault too.
Guaranteed it was our fault once he got there. But it was just really embarrassing. That's another thing of like, all right, Warped Tour, then Susie's, and we forgot all of our fucking gear. We're just
We don't remember how to do this.
right back to our old ways of blowing it. So that's show 2. Speaking of blowing it, now we're playing at the Queen Mary again. I believe this is September 28th. We did have our first Allura show ever at the Queen Mary in June, right before we left. And this promoter is one of those like, oh, this is going to be the biggest show.
This is the one we were gonna open
Universe.
for Kill Switch Engage and My Chemical Romance.
Yeah.
And it ended up being like Mickey Avalon. I
Yeah.
think.
It's vastly different.
Yes,
But
different show.
but we, you had to sell tickets to play on the Queen Mary, and I don't know, like there wasn't even a headliner this time. It was just like a bunch of locals, and I went up and handed him the tickets, and I was just like, dude, I mean, we sold as many as we could. I'm sorry, and like, it just wasn't it. And I think a lot of people were having the same problem, and he was just like, he literally grabbed his head. He's like, what did I do?
I will never recover from this.
So I think they lost their ass that night.
I mean, he kind of deserved it.
Yeah.
He's the guy who would
Fucking liar.
He'd fake it till you make it, but he would just never make it.
Yeah, yeah. And I know this guy did shit for a while. We actually, Allura played one more time for him, like way further down the line. But anyways, all right. So we're 3 shows in now. That was September. We are now into October 2007 here. We're back at the hometown fair.
Yes.
We made it.
But
we're back playing
are we
the old people.
competing, or are we
No.
there as like
This
just
is
the talent?
Is this the 3rd year? So the year afterwards that you win, they ask you to play as like the quote unquote headliner, and they pay you, and it was like it's like $1,100.
And don't you play while they're deliberating over who won the Battle of the Bands or something like that?
Yeah, but they paid us $1,100 again.
We'd
Like,
already done that, right?
Yeah,
that
this
was
was
how
like
we
the-
paid for recording before.
Yeah, but that time we only won $500. After we win, they kept paying us $1,100. So that was kind of cool. Just like, all right, after we made all this money on Warped, we just got paid $1,100 again. So
Yeah, we're professionals.
yeah. But we actually, this is weird because we did this on like episode 2. We doubled up that night after the hometown fair, which I actually have no memory of this. I see there's a bunch of pictures on Facebook of us with like all our friends that came back to see us, but like we played at Saddle Ranch that night up in the City Walk again. Yeah. I don't remember that.
Second time in a row that we did hometown fair and then a Hollywood show.
Yeah.
Or Studio City or whatever. Close enough.
Universal City, whatever. It's close enough. But yeah, so we did that. Our next 2 shows, I think that was like October 5th. The next 2 shows was LMU and the Knitting Factory, both on the same day as well, October 14th.
We were not smart.
2007.
Like we'd book big shows like the Knitting Factory and
Yeah.
then also book some shit during the day
Well-
that we didn't need to do. We weren't getting paid for, and we're probably gonna get all the good stuff out there.
I meant to ask Sean. It was some like cancer charity thing at LMU. Sean
I
went
take
to
back
LMU.
everything that I said. I feel terrible for saying we should have done it. I would do it 10 more times.
Would you?
Yeah. I would have canceled the Knitting Factory.
Wear the
to
ribbon?
Do I would have worn a ribbon.
Anyways, we were still of the mind of just putting all of our shows up to show people that we were playing a lot. And Fathom had asked us, they just got back from their tour, and they had asked us to play at the Knitting Factory with them, which we happily agreed. I remember Yannick, the bass player, calling me, though, while I was in San Diego, because we had 2 shows, and the promoter from the Knitting Factory saw it, and they're like, dude, it's like they're worried that you're not going to pull because you're playing like 16 miles away. 4 hours earlier. What's the deal? I was like, dude, it's just the charity. We're not promoting it. Like,
Yeah,
just
nobody
tell 'em.
we know is going to that one.
Nobody we know is going. And we were right. Everybody came to the Knitting Factory. It was a really good show, a good hometown show for Fathom, and nobody came. But yeah, promoters don't like that.
Yeah.
Don't double up.
See, I don't have any recollection of ever playing the Knitting Factory.
What?
Yeah. I remember going to the Knitting Factory. I've seen
shows?
shows there, but I don't remember ever playing it.
You've literally played at the Knitting Factory like almost 10 times.
Huh.
Yeah. Every room too.
Look at that.
There was 3 rooms.
Is there footage or pictures of any of these?
I know there's some.
Because I'd love to
Later.
see proof that I did it.
I remember there being some on MySpace back in the day. I don't know if I'd be able to find any now. Maybe on the Wayback Machine.
I'll have to take your word for it, like I do with everything else in the show.
We've already talked about playing at the Knitting Factory like 4 times or something. But
I do not recall. I don't remember talking about doing that in this podcast.
yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
The frat was kind of Mitch, wasn't it?
I don't think it was that. I think it was all the head injuries from football
I could see that.
and
yeah.
the Jackass videos.
Yeah, like chugging milk and stuff.
It was like headbutting things.
Yeah, asking people to punch you.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Now I can't remember.
Yeah. Okay, so October 20th now. We I have this written down on my list as the warehouse show. We basically played in a big warehouse in San Pedro.
I kind of remember that.
I don't remember who booked us the show. It was a really good show, but it was a very punk rock show. So we weren't that well received.
Yeah, we were a little like unmatched for the bill.
Yeah, and to make it worse, like, I mean, you know, you and I were in all black. Chris was in makeup. I was in even more makeup. And I actually, for the first time since like I was 16, decided to cut my hair. But it wasn't like a shortcut. It was like the almost Davey Havok type thing.
You got the Rachel from Friends. That was like a popular woman's haircut in the 90s. And
I
got like a tasteful bob.
No. I wanted to get the like Davey's like December Underground almost Devilock thing. It really ended up looking more like Metallica, where like just the bottom was shaved, but I was like pulling it over like
a reverse mullet.
I guess, yeah. Devilock, basically.
Business in the back, party in front.
In any case, though, I remember like there was like kind of like a stairs like around the top, like on a second level, and I was standing up there just watching one of the bands, and one of the singers was just like, "Hey, look at that chick," and like just pointed at me, and everybody in the room just looked at me and started laughing and stuff. It was 2007, you know that.
In my mind, you looked like the goth kids from South Park.
I mean, like, not far off. But
flicking
yeah.
it though. Everybody's such posers.
Yeah, so that happened. That's my main memory of it. Me and my new haircut. Yeah.
That's crazy. You can remember that totally embarrassing story.
Yeah, right? So you don't have anything else much remember about that?
I remember there being there was a girl there from our high school, and if this is the show I'm thinking of, and she had some guy that she didn't like, and he was like following her around, and she like asked me to pretend to be her boyfriend for a minute, and we like flirted and like hugged and stuff, and I was like, this is weird because I don't actually know you super well, and I was like, is this a ploy? Like, is she trying to get me to do these things? and then
it's always a fun game to play in it.
Yeah, and then that's all I really remember.
Okay, that's fun.
And the show probably went fine.
Yeah, and I got called a girl. But,
yeah. That was probably the peak of my night.
You loved that always, so you got a great laugh out of that. So okay, now we're just slightly more into October. We have 2 more shows on the thing here on the list. We're back at LMU, Sean's school. They host a Battle of the Bands every year, and Sean got us in, and the grand prize was $500. So we're like, all right, sick. I remember John Thompson, of our good buddy of Original Allura, who's going to come up a lot on this podcast, also came to hang out with us. And we ended up winning. We won the Battle of the Bands. And we were all very excited because they paid us, I think it was the first time we kept money. We split it up because they gave us $500 gift cards.
Yeah, and I was like, we can't really spend this on band stuff. Like, spread it out.
Yeah. And I was like, you know, I had quit my job and I didn't get it back afterwards. So that was sick.
Hey, got $100.
You could stretch $100 really far back then.
Yeah.
If you only eat one meal a day.
Different times.
Yeah. Do you remember anything else about that?
I think that this show was the one that is a super bummer memory. I remember, I think my mom called me right before and said that our family dog was sick and got put down like while we were at LMU.
Oh.
My dog Flint.
Bummer.
I think that's right. No, maybe the timing's not quite right.
It's a bummer, man.
I remember one time playing a show in LMU and getting a call like right before. It was like, yeah, he was sick, so we put him down. I'm like, oh shit. Like, okay, cool. I guess I'm gonna go play this show now.
Well, it must have been October 2007 because those are the only 2 times we played at LMU.
Maybe that would have made him old as shit though. So who knows? I'll look it up.
All right.
I'll look it up.
No, you won't.
No, I'm not gonna remember, and I'll probably just repress that.
All right, so here is the last show. Big. It was a big one. We were back at the West Chester Grill, with our regular group of touring bands. We had Katsumoto, The Ghost Inside, formerly of A Dying Dream. They both were just on a tour together, and they had just got back, and we all agreed to play a Halloween show together. One more Warped Tour memory that I wanted to leave out specifically for this show. I made an ass of myself on Warped Tour. I had become like pretty chummy with the Throwdown drummer. I think we had talked about that at one point. And we knew The Ghost Inside was headlining, but we were like, well, Throwdown's from OC. Like, I have an in now. Should fucking ask Throwdown to
See if they want to play.
See if they want to play. And this was me, like, not understanding the business at all, having no idea that once you get to a certain level, you don't have to book all of your own shows.
You don't
and
just
stuff.
reach out to the drummer.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you have to go through an agent and a manager and all this shit. And I went up on the Warped Tour day and just asked him, I was like, hey, would you guys want to play a Halloween show with us? Like, we got one with The Ghost Inside. And he was like, oh, sounds fun. You're going to have to talk to our manager, though. I don't do any of that stuff. And he kind of just like, we said our goodbyes and walked away. But I don't know why, but that just made me feel really stupid. I was talking to him like equals, and then he quickly showed me like, I don't know shit.
You still book your own shows?
yeah, that kind of thing. What are you doing here, bro?
Yeah, that's adorable. Maybe speak to my manager.
Yeah, like, it's actually not the last time I will have made myself feel stupid in that manner, so that'll come up in about a year. But,
nice,
yeah.
Cool. Can't wait.
Yeah, so that happened. This Halloween show, we all decided to dress up like famous musicians. You were in a fishnet shirt.
Yes.
And cut a wig into a devil lock, right?
And I was Glenn Danzig.
Best costume of the night.
Yeah, it was great. There's pictures that exist somewhere, and I'm very proud of that costume.
Yeah, if we can find it, that'd be great.
I'll send them to you. I know where they are.
Cool. I, shocker, dressed up like Davey Havoc.
What?
Yes, extra makeup. I cut up like some like pantyhose or something like he does, and had it on my arms. I didn't have tattoos yet, but yeah, I looked fantastic. Chris was Travis Barker. Josh was Sinister Gates from Avenged Sevenfold, and I talked to Sean. He doesn't remember this at all, and he doesn't remember who he was. I want to say maybe he might have been like Matt Freeman or something, but he doesn't really have like.
He just looks like a dude.
Yeah, like a punk dude.
Yeah, wears like a button-up shirt.
Yeah. So I don't really know, but show was great. I don't think we ever had a bad show at that venue with that lineup.
They were always super fun.
Right? Yeah, they were all fucking super packed, and The Ghost Inside was only getting bigger. So yeah. So there it is. 10 shows in one episode.
You're welcome.
I'm gonna leave you on a cliffhanger here, though. So that was October. We are now into November, and we have a couple shows left for the end of the year. I think Sean and I were going to a movie or something, but I picked him up, and about halfway through the drive, he told me he was leaving the band. Dun dun dun.
Bum bum bum.
Yeah, not just over 2 months after we got back from that, Sean decided he was leaving. So we're gonna get into that next episode. We'll tell you what happens.
Ooh, see you in a couple weeks when we discuss. All right, thanks for hanging out. Hey, this has been the Remember the Times podcast. We never introduced it.
Episode 55 done.
We'll see you. Bye.